It has been a year of changes for the Council of Islamic Organizations of Greater Chicago, changes that have improved the delivery of services to those in need, changes that have strengthened the capacity of member organizations to service their membership, changes in advocacy that have messaged the sanctity of human life for all human beings. For the Council of Islamic Organizations of Greater Chicago, these changes are evolving us into something more than an organization. We are spearheading a movement that bridges diverse communities, finds common ground among different faith traditions, and that builds collaboration with civic groups pushing for social justice. These changes are a prescription for a brighter future, not only for Muslims in Chicago, but for neighborhoods across Greater Chicago. We have developed a voice recognized and have built a platform that is addressing substantive concerns for life here in Illinois. You may ask how? How have we done it? From day one, our focus has been on our youth, families in our membership, and on behalf of families unable to obtain human services that many of us take for granted. This year, we redoubled our efforts to empower and inspire our youth. Education can be the key for positive change for many, so we didn't just settle for ordinary training. We crafted workshops and developed programs to benefit educators in our community. We went beyond the basics, equipping these educators with innovative skills and fresh perspectives on teaching methodologies. We worked to break down financial barriers, launching an inspiring scholarship program that is granting access not only to brighter futures for scholarship recipients, but is building leaders needed for an evolving society. By supporting Zakat-eligible students, we are investing in future leaders who will one day be called upon to stand up for our community and push for an inclusive society. But education was just one facet of our year of changes. Through a strengthened collaboration with Zakat Chicago, we became a source of relief and support for families struggling with food security, homelessness, and harsh Chicago winters. Our work with food pantries, clothing drives, and grant programs went beyond charity. It provided stability, hope, and a lifeline for those on the edge. Another important element of change for us was our support for the critical role that mosques play in our lives. We rallied support for building and strengthening these sacred spaces, creating safe havens for faith, community, and service. A final element of change was in civic engagement. We led Get Out the Vote efforts in this election year and strengthened relationships with a host of relief agencies offering emergency assistance to those with life-threatening needs. This year, however, wasn't a year without trials. The tragic events in Gaza resonated with the Chicago community. Daily reminders of the loss of human life and the destruction of infrastructure of Gaza rippled through our community. It was and remains a call to action that we all took seriously. It began with meetings with elected officials, written petitions to faith leaders, and public information campaigns through billboards, print, and social media. We made sure our voices were heard through press conferences that reached national audiences, ensuring the message of peace and human dignity cut through the political and divisive noise generated as justification for actions in Gaza. It continued through Illinois Muslim Action Day, our day of advocacy in Springfield. We actively engaged with legislators, urging for a ceasefire to save innocent lives. Our youth stood with us, not just as bystanders, but as advocates, learning the power of civic action firsthand. But the element of change that stands out this year has been the results from our commitment to unity, not just within the Muslim community, but across all communities of faith. We know that standing together makes us stronger, so we worked hard hand in hand with our interfaith partners to foster understanding, respect, and collaborative action. Every connection, every conversation, and every act of solidarity makes a difference. None of this could be possible without the relentless energy of our team, our staff, board members, volunteers, and of course, you. Your support, belief, and trust in our work has fueled everything we do, from uplifting the vulnerable to advocating for justice. Yet, our work is far from over. The humanitarian crisis in Palestine continues, and its repercussions are felt here at home in the form of rising hate and division. We know the road ahead is challenging, but we also know this: together, we can rise above it all. With your support, we can continue to serve as a beacon for Chicago's Muslim community, to inspire change and to build bridges where others build walls. Let's come together to write the next chapter of change, one of resilience, unity, and unwavering hope. Together, we will shape a future that truly reflects our values, our strength, and our vision.